a good time.
All right.
All right, this is Brian Stark. We're in the 48 doing 5 laps with Shay Gertel.
Shy Gertel.
Shy Gertel.
Yes.
Shy, I'm going to go over some of the stuff they went over in the classroom, the most important things. First off is vision. Look where you want to go at all times. Look further ahead than you're used to looking. The mirrors are going to be set up for me, so I'll deal with the sides and rear. You focus out front where it's fun.
Okay.
Second thing, smoothness is key. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Smooth on the brake pedal on and off, smooth on the throttle on and off, smooth steering in, and smooth unwinding the steering wheel. Smoothness keeps the car balanced. Balance will keep us in control.
Right.
First set of cones is where we're going to start braking. Second set of cones, we're going to start smoothly coming off that brake and start turning in, letting the car balance out. Third set of cones to the apex cone. That's where we're closest to the inside of the turn, rolling back to that throttle, unwinding that steering wheel. Fourth set of cones to the exit.
All right.
Now, like I said, don't worry about memorizing that because I'm going to tell you when and where and how to do everything out here. So just relax, listen, enjoy yourself, and have fun.
Right.
If we're going to get past, I will tell you we're going to get past to the right-hand, left-hand side. I'll put my hand on the steering wheel, hazard lights on. The car will pass us, then we'll continue on.
Okay.
If we're going to do the passing, we're going to wait for the hazard lights to come on in front of us. Once those hazard lights come on, put my hand on the steering wheel, I'll say we're going to pass to the right-hand, left-hand side, and I'll tell you how I want you to pass. Whether I want you to fully accelerate, smoothly accelerate, or wait, because if it's not safe, we're not going to go until it is.
Right.
Paddle shifters, are you familiar with that?
Yes.
Okay. They're very easy. Right hand upshift, left hand downshift. Stay on the throttle when I say upshift, stay on the brake when I say downshift.
All right. I just
Yeah, you're fine. Okay, so you ready to have some fun?
Yes.
Any questions?
Not yet.
Foot on the brake.
Yep.
Right hand upshift. Foot off the brake, a little bit of throttle around the corner to the left. Watch out for that pillar. You're good. And then you can bring it to a full stop at that stop sign. I'm going to take a look around, make sure no one's coming out trying to kill us, mainly the drift car. You ready to have some fun?
Yes.
Smooth throttle, first green cone. Right hand upshift. Turn it in. Right hand upshift. Stay left of that second green cone and maintain your speed. Maintain your speed. You're good. Yeah, maintain your speed. Turn it in, nice and close to that apex cone. Start squeezing that throttle. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Full throttle, full throttle. Upshift. Upshift. Stay in that throttle, stay in that throttle. And brake hard, stay up high, a little bit harder. Downshift once and turn it in. Get in there tight to that apex. Start squeezing that throttle. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Don't worry about that, guy. That's not throttle, that's throttle.
Okay.
Stay left, brake, downshift. Off the brakes, downshift. Turn it in, nice and close to that apex cone. Maintain your speed. Squeeze that throttle. Squeeze that throttle. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. Back to the right. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. Off the throttle. Turn it in, nice and close to the apex cone. Squeeze that throttle. Squeeze that throttle. Squeeze that throttle. Push it, push it, push, 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 push. And brake and stay left. Off those brakes and turn it in, nice and close to that apex cone. What do you think so far?
Pretty good.
Start squeezing that throttle. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Back to the right, off the throttle, turn it in. You're overthinking it just a little bit.
I am.
Throttle, 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 stay left. And turn it in. Nice and close to that apex cone. Maintain your speed. Start squeezing that throttle, squeeze that throttle, squeeze that throttle, full throttle, push it. All the way to the floor. Upshift. Upshift. Stay on that throttle, stay on that throttle. And brake hard, stay up high, downshift once, off those brakes and turn it in, get it in there, turn it, turn it, turn it. Squeeze that throttle out to the left hand side, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, push, 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 brake, stay left. Don't worry about the shifting, remember I'll tell you when. Turn it in, get in there tight to that apex, maintain your speed, squeeze that throttle, set to the track, back over to the right, back to the right, this is the left. Sorry, turn it in, get it in there. Like I said, you're just overthinking it a little bit, relax. Squeeze that throttle back over to the left hand side, squeeze it, push, push, push. And brake and stay left, off those brakes. Turn it in, nice and close to that apex. Maintain your speed. Squeeze that throttle out to the left. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Push it, push it, push it, push it, push it, push it. Push, push, push. Light brake, off the brakes. Turn it in. Throttle, 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 throttle. Stay left. Light brake and turn it in. Get in there tight to that apex. Maintain your speed. Start squeezing that throttle out to the left hand side. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Full throttle. Push it all the way to the floor. Here we go. Upshift. Upshift. And brake hard, stay up high, downshift once, and turn it in, get in there tight to that apex, tighter, tighter, turn it, turn it, turn it, patience, patience. Now squeeze that throttle out to the left. Get through the turn and then we'll roll that throttle. Stay to the left, stay on that throttle. Push it, push it, push it. Brake. Stay left, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. And turn it in, come off that brake pedal, touch that apex cone, maintain that speed. Squeeze that throttle, send to the track, back over to the right. Light brake, off the brakes, turn it in, get in there tight to that apex and maintain that speed. Start squeezing that throttle, back over to the left, squeeze, 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 push it, push, 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 push. And brake and stay left. Off those brakes, wait for it, now turn it in sharp. Get in there tight to that apex, maintain your speed. Squeeze that throttle out to the left, squeeze, 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 push it, push, 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 back to the right. Off the throttle, turn it in, get in there tight. Throttle, 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 brake, downshift, and downshift. Turn it in, nice and close your apex. One more downshift. Full throttle, push it. Push, 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 push. Upshift. Stay on that throttle, stay on that throttle. And brake. Stay up high, downshift once. Off those brakes. Turn it in, nice and close that apex. A little bit tighter, a little bit tighter, a little bit tighter. Squeeze that throttle out to the left. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Push it, push it, push it, push it, push it. And brake. Stay left, stay on those brakes. And turn it in, touch that apex cone, maintain your speed, squeeze that throttle, send to the track, back over to the right. Squeeze, 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 and light brake, off the brakes, turn it in, get in there tight, maintain your speed. Now start squeezing that throttle back over to the left, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. And brake and stay left, wait for it, off those brakes. And turn it in, nice and sharp, maintain your speed. Now start squeezing that throttle onto the left, squeeze, 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 push it, back to the right, push, push, push. Light brake, off the brakes, turn it in, get in there tight, and throttle, 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 brake, stay left, and turn it in, come out that brake pedal, get in there tight to the apex, and maintain, maintain, patience, patience. Now squeeze that throttle, full throttle. Upshift. Upshift. And brake, stay up high, downshift once, off those brakes, and turn it in, nice and sharp, get it in there, turn it, turn it. Squeeze that throttle out to the left-hand side, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Stay left, stay on that throttle. And brake, stay left, wait for it, downshift. Turn it in, get in there tight to that apex, maintain that speed, squeeze that throttle, send to the track, back over to the right. Light brake, off the brakes, turn it in, get in there tight, patience, 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 patience. Now squeeze that throttle back over to the left. Squeeze, 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 and brake and stay left. That was our 5, we're gonna take it in. We're gonna dip it off the backside of the track right past that blue cone. What do you think about that?
I got better, I wanted more. I was getting
you always want more and more once it's finished.
Yeah.
You're like, one more lap, come on, one more lap. Turn it in. All right, so did you have fun?
Yeah.
Good. Are you driving in their cars today?
No.
You gonna do the drift ride? Not sure?
I don't think so.
All the way down. That drift ride's a pretty cool ride. Are you out here with friends?
Just my fiance, that's
okay.
all.
Is she interested in doing it?
I don't know. We were going to the Macan and we were both getting freaked out by the turns in that thing.
But you definitely get freaked out by the turns in the drift car. All the way down, we're gonna park it right back where we got it. Drift ride is cool.
Yeah.
You decide to do it, you got that pro drift driver.
It's in the Hellcat, right?
It's in that green Hellcat right there. 707 horsepower, let's do pit 4. Cruise it all the way up to that bumper on the ground. Once you hit that bumper, grab both paddles, bring them back towards you and let them go, right about there. Turn the wheel all the way to the right, foot off the brake. And do you have any questions for me?
How long until I get the video?
Okay, so what you're gonna do next, if you don't do anything after this, you're gonna go inside to video checkout with this.
Right.
They'll let you review the video, get your driver's license back. At that point, if you want to purchase the video, then that's what they do.
I pre-purchased, so I think
then that's when you're gonna get it. Then they'll mail it out to you within like 20 minutes. That's
perfect.
how long it takes, okay?